great final sequence from the Broncos as well too, because you had Russell Wilson go ahead and be Russell Wilson, the vintage Russell Wilson that we know in crunch time. And that was national TV, primetime Russ right there as well too. Russ has delivered so many game-winning drives in primetime, it's absolutely silly. Last time I seen somebody do that as much was John Elway or Tom Brady. And you know what? This time around, Russell was able to get himself a really, really good win and a very, very definitive moment here that, we've won 4 in a row. We're not the same team that we were to start the season. We're not the same team that got beat 70-20 in Miami. We are a team that is looking forward to trying to shake the card a little bit and sneak into these playoffs right now as well too. They got quality wins as well. So it's not like that they're on a 4-game winning streak where they had games that they should win. They have games that they really were circled to lose, and they went ahead and won them. They weren't supposed to win in Buffalo. They did that. They weren't supposed to beat the Chiefs. They did that. And a lot of people, by the time we got the kickoff, were very, very Viking friendly. Even though I keep saying to you guys, the reason why Dobbs is so fun for everybody to talk about is because he's easy, he's simple, he talks like a square. It's all, he checks off all the boxes that you're supposed to check off. He's an average quarterback. He's good, but he's not somebody that's going to take you to the Super Bowl. Let's keep it real. They were talking about the guy like he was the one that orchestrated the 5-game winning streak. What he did was he caught on with the team at the right time. People have to understand that when he got there, they were looking at him to be the backup and Darren Hall to be the starter. Darren Hall catches a concussion. He goes off, has a great game, and they wind up winning the game in the final seconds. And then when they played against Minnesota last week, not Minnesota, but in Minnesota against New Orleans, it was about the run game and him being able to manage the team to a good victory. But it was more about the defense making sure New Orleans made a lot of mistakes. It's that simple, man. And then they lost Derek Carr in that game as well, too. And Jameis Winston got a little too overexcited about finally being back on the field. So it is what it is. But I'm not taking anything away from Minnesota. They did have a 5-game winning streak coming into the game last night. So this was a very, very good game. It was between two teams that were both streaking coming into the game on the upward. And so pretty much what happens is you get yourself a great game. The Broncos wind up winning the game 21-20, and it was absolutely epic there at the end. Cortland Sutton is a guy that is now a hero for life in Denver, because everybody can say, hey, I was at that game that night, and Cortland Sutton caught that game-winning touchdown. So that was a beautiful moment for fans. That was a beautiful moment for NFL fans that love great games. And you know what? At the end of the day, it was a 50-50 game, and it ended exactly how 50-50 games end. And usually that's the home team winning. So pretty much with that, the Broncos get themselves a much, much needed win to boost their confidence back to being one of the better teams in the NFL. Not one of the teams that's saying we could have been better. No, they are playing to the level that they envisioned themselves at. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. I don't know how much this gets thrown around on a daily basis, but we have to keep reminding everybody of this as well too. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take our first break. When I get back, we're talking hoops. So you guys stay tuned. This is the Premier Sports